Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's November 16th, 2023. Today we went ahead and got, Thea and I got the fig tree living fence area covered up for the winter. And we used a lot of leaves that we got yesterday. Our township went ahead and drove, picked up the leaves that were piled up by the groundskeeper at or the lawn care service that takes care of the cemetery. Two local cemeteries around here, small town cemeteries, and so those were dropped off yesterday. And yesterday I went ahead and started depositing a lot of the leaves around the base of the fig trees, so that got all set. And then this morning I put a few more there, then Thea and I covered them up. And yesterday and today, the young man who's the lawn keeper there, he actually had some more leaves from the cemetery, and he brought over yesterday a dump trailer load and 2 dump trailer loads today, which is absolutely fantastic. And today ends up being an absolutely gorgeous day. It's going to get above 50 degrees, probably 52, 53 degrees. It's absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do, I just fired up Elon, the Takushi TB290 excavator, and I'm going to go ahead and start turning some of this. Now underneath this pile is the decomposing leaf pile and compost material that we've been keeping going for a couple of years. So what I want to do is sort of mix this stuff together as well as I can. It would be ideal to be able to turn this a couple of times this winter, but the weather's changing quickly here. The winds will come. It's a nice calm day today and blow a lot of these leaves. So taking some of it and using Elon to mix some of it, and maybe the Hulk as well. So we'll see. So that's what I'm going to do now, is see what I can do as far as mixing this up some. So I'll take the stuff that's underneath this pile of leaves, is the compost or decomposing material underneath this, where I push the leaves up on top of here, because you run out of space when they're dropping the loads of material. Anything that I pull out of here, I keep an eye for sticks. I start a second pile over there, and just so I can get the sticks and stones out of this, so that I have decent soil for next season, the next couple of seasons. So I'm going to do that now. We are having such a gorgeous day. It's so beautiful out right now. I could take dozens more like this. So I was able to mix up the material that was piled underneath the leaf pile. Scraped up a lot of quack grass and other material up in here. Saw a lot of the sweet potato vines in there as well that haven't broken down yet. And you can see down here some of the grasses and all from scraping in here. But all that stuff can break down. There will be weed seeds in it. There will be some small sticks and all in there. But this is relatively clean, all in all. So it would be great if in 2 weeks time, if the weather were to hold out, I could come down here and do this again. That would be great. And then 2 weeks after that, and then we'd be on our way to getting decent soil next season, relatively early in the season. But when you have too many leaves that are clumped together and they get consolidated and moist, it takes longer for them to break down. If we have the various mixture being admixed together, where there's more surface area of the leaves being exposed to the rest of the soil, all of those items will break down much more quickly. The microorganism populations will really go, really go robust. And with this sort of one, there'll be a lot of fungal microorganisms in it. So if the weather holds out, I'd like to turn this again in about 2 weeks and maybe use the Hulk to mix it up even further. But using the excavator, boy, I gotta say that works pretty darn well when it's just a capsule, a mound inside of a overwhelming heap of leaves over the surface of it. So just wanted to share one of the projects. It was one of the routine things that we do around here. I haven't shown this sort of thing in probably a couple of years, but it does work out pretty well. We can build soil, and thank goodness for being able to get materials like this. I used to go to town, as I mentioned before, go to town and pick up all the leaves in the bags and all. The town has discouraged them from using the bags nowadays, and the local city goes around with a big loader and dumps them in their 10-wheelers, and they deposit them in a different location, which I don't really have access to in a different town nearby. And I used to go and get manure, but now with the persistent herbicides going through the animals and being in the manure, and still deterring healthy growth of your plants that you're putting the compost around, not so good. It really has to be thermophilically composted, and that's using the temperature probes. And I've got lots of playlists I've got a playlist of all of our large pile composting in the past and going over the details about thermophilic composting. This is just going to be decomposing. It's still going to be good, but if there were pathogens in here, it wouldn't necessarily break them all down. And if there's weed seeds in here, it isn't going to make them unviable. We're getting them up to temperature for a period of time in an aerobic environment, not an anaerobic environment. That really eliminates the pathogens and terminates the seeds, so they're no longer going to be able to germinate. So that's it for this video. I just thought I'd share this with you. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks so much for watching, and have a super fantastic day. I hope for some more beautiful sunny fall days. Take care now. Bye-bye.